Prepper here. I talk to different prepper people and at different levels or whatever you want to call it. But prepping isn't all about the big D-Day. It's not. What's got many people prepping is just basic survival. The cost of living is going up every day. More things, seem like it's something all the time, isn't it? Let's see, state of Colorado's passed a law where you can't build houses with fireplaces anymore. It's against the law. You're not allowed to live off the grid anymore. You're not allowed to collect rainwater without permits and blah, 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 blah. But the fact is, it's really about survival. It's I talked to a lot of different ones and different reasons why they started prepping. Many of it was basically they lost a job, they lost their homes, or they lost a family, or they have someone that's sick in their family, or even themselves suffered an accident or a health issue or something that made them change. Everybody seems to think that preppers are all just old people. And it's not the case, really, it's not. There is many young people out there who do prep, but you hear more from the older ones than you do a lot of the younger ones. But also, you got to remember too, a lot of these older ones have been prepping for a number of years, and there was different things. One friend of mine said what got her prepping is when she had her stroke. It was an eye opener. She had a stroke. She had to change her way of thinking, her way of eating, her way of doing this, and the cost of living. She had to think about what if I'm not going to have enough food to survive, not have this here to make do. So that changed her way of thinking. Another gentleman said he was in a car wreck. He was prepping beforehand, him and his wife, and them was already prepping and putting up extra food and things like that and preparing. But when he ended up in a wheelchair, the prepping thing really stepped in for them because they had to redo everything. They had to redo way he could get around, had to redo everything. It made them think about what to do in a survival situation, not about the big D-Day, in a survival situation to get through one day after another. Everybody assumes that preppers and survivalists and bushcraft people are seeing the big D-Day, and it's not the case. Yes, there is those out there who are very dramatic in many aspects. You have the militant groups and stuff, and I'll be honest with you, they scare me. You have the supremacy groups, and they scare me. I'll be honest with you, they just flat out scare me. You have those that believe that, excuse me, the aliens are going to get us. They've abducted us. They're going to do this and that. And I'm not saying it's not so, because there's many things that's totally unexplained to us. We as a human race don't want to know many things. We say we do, but we really don't want to know. And then there's those that feels the EMP is going to hit, and then there's those concerned about this and this and this and this, virus outbreaks, whatever. But the majority of those who do prep or survivalists or bushcrafters, some of them was born into it. They had grandparents or great grandparents or whatever lived through the depression and stuff, and parents that lived it through the depression, and it was just passed down to them. So it was a way of life for them to begin with, to live in that way of life. Now I grew up around country folks, but just like so many of them, I got away from that life because I was trying to work, I was trying to do this, I got away from it. But as time went on, I wanted to get more and more back into what I really enjoyed doing. Now, is everybody going to agree with everything I do? Of course not. Am I a firm believer in herbs and natural medication? Oh, yes, I do believe in them. But I also do believe in the medical herbs, medications as well. There is problems with any of it, whether you take medications, the side effects and stuff sometimes outweighs the benefits, in my opinion. The herbs and stuff takes longer to work in many cases. Some cases it works immediately. It just all depends upon the human being. It don't matter which is which. So not all preppers see D-Day. I don't see D-Day. I just see that like right now, you're watching my video. So I can reach out across the miles, thousands and thousands of miles, and reach somebody that I've never met that's watching my video right now. I can hop on a plane and be 1,000 miles away in a matter of hours. I can cut my TV on and see what's happening around the world in a matter of minutes. Things is different. Things has changed. So thinking about how we're going to make it, and of course the cost of living. The CEO who took that rug company over, he jumped this one rug way on up real high, and 500 something percent of what it was. And there was big issues over it. Here's what I tell you what, I'll give the hospital discounts if it justifies it, crap. But that's just it. So cost of food's going up. Gas is down right now, but how long? Who knows? This is going up. That's going up. So most preppers are just trying to survive. They're trying to survive because somebody in the family got sick and they had to learn how to take better care of themselves and their family members. Some of them lost their jobs, their homes, whatever. Some people lost their loved ones. It's not easy surviving on very little money, if any. It's not easy coming back from a sickness and fighting to get back to being who you are as a person. It's not easy dealing with that. I mean, more than one occasion, I've been down and out with a cane, close to a wheelchair a few times, but I managed to pull myself back out. Was it easy? No. Did I have to fight to pull myself out? Yes. But that's part of it. So prepping is not all about D-Day. Prepping is about making sure you got some food in your cabinets when you can't afford it. I mean, you may be eating a lot of vegetarian dishes. I'm doing my prepper cooking series from time to time. Hope to share more recipes with you. And many of my recipes are vegetarian-based style recipes because in true life, I couldn't afford meat many times. Many times that's what I lived off was vegetarian style dishes. The thing is, trying to buy anything organic or anything like that, it's very expensive. And if you don't have the money to buy it, then you just don't buy it. I think many people misread us. I'm not one of those that runs to every little meeting there is. There is meetings I want to go to, but it seems like I don't ever have enough money to go up there to talk to other people about their interests and things like that. I get to talk to some over the computer or something. But things are changing. It's changing more every day. So it's not all just older people prepping. It's actually many younger people who, for whatever reason, started changing a lot of their life around because of their children and because of the job situation. So, you know what? Why do you think you prep? Now, I prep because I need to survive. I prep because I worry about not having that extra couple gallons of water and there have been places where there have been water pollutants and contaminations. I prep because I might not have enough food to survive with. I prep and learn about herbs and stuff that can give me medications in return. I get the books and stuff. Do I see a boogeyman around every corner? No. Am I a little bit paranoid sometimes? Sure. Who isn't? But I'm not radical about things. So prepping isn't about seeing D-Day. Prepping is really about survival. So this is a live prepper here. I want you to be safe, be happy. Bless you all.